Hello, Dockies. This is the Darrydocs Podcast. Taking it now on roll. I'm just coming from studying for my studying from my exams and my tests coming up. And this weekend has just been a reflective weekend. A time of thinking, a time of organizing, a time of cleaning myself up. Literally, metaphorically, just trying to organize my life in a manner that I think makes sense. I've been really thinking about starting a podcast, and I just thought I might as well just make the podcast now, whilst I'm chilling. I hope that this shit is recorded, because if it's not, then I probably sound very stupid. Just talking to myself. So I'm just sitting right now on campus. This is literally, like rags, starting from the down up, rags to riches shit. Like literally sitting down on the floor. It's not even the floor, it's on the ground. The trenches, like the literal trenches, eh? And I'm hoping that no fucking snakes are gonna come bite me. The worst, termites. I think termites are like a snake. Snakes or termites? Because if a snake bites you, it's painful. Yeah, termites you can survive, but if it's a lot of them, I feel like termites are little piranhas, eh? Like little land piranhas. Anyway, what is the purpose of this podcast? I don't know. I just felt the need to take action and start it. Like I've said before on my other videos, when I was doing my New Year objectives, this year I don't want to plan and organize and do tactics. I'm just taking action and then thinking about it later. So now I was just like, okay, I need to do this podcast, and because I've been watching a lot of podcasts since like November. So many podcasts I've been listening to, and I thought I might as well, just make one. Because what's stopping me from making one? Just, find interesting people, talk about. I'm a extroverted person, and I like talking to people. I'm in my comfortable zone and my safe space when I'm around people, So yeah, I have a problem with listening, so I think this would be good to help me with my listening and being more in the now. But yeah, so this is the Darrydocs Podcast. This weekend I've just been reflecting on just my life, like how the time has flown, I don't know English, how the time has moved from 2019 and now it's 2023. It's been such a breeze. On top of that, I remember when I was in high school, like in 2016 when I finished high school, everything was going well, to the point when I finished high school and then I took a little bit of a 2-year gap year, and then after that coming to university, which I was starting to think was something that wasn't going to happen. And just the growth that has come from it. Like, I look at my videos I had, like my pictures and videos from the past, and I think, man, I've grown. But there's always that insecurity inside, or that pressure, like especially now, as I'm about to hit 25. It's just this fear of like, am I behind in life? I don't want to be behind in life. I feel like I'm behind, like I'm 25. I mean, at this age, our parents like already had families, and they already had, they're already working, and they already had like their own apartments and all that, like they were like adults, and I'm like 25, and I feel like I'm what my parents were when they were like 16, So it's just a bit of pressure, and it's just the fear of like, what am I gonna do Am I going to succeed? I don't want to look back at my life when I'm 40 and be like, shit, I didn't do much, So that fear inside, and it's slowly crawling up, especially when I see that number 25. It's like, that's scary, eh? That's scary. It's like 25 years have gone just like that. Well, I'm almost gonna go because I'm turning 25. But just that pressure, hey, of like, am I in the right path? I don't want to be the guy who's still figuring out his life at 30, 35. I don't want to be the guy who still asks for pocket money or like money from family when you're like 30. I don't want to be a bum. I don't want to look back at my life in my 50s and think like, shit, like I wasted my life. I don't want to. I was watching like this David Goggins video where he was talking about how his worst fear is like, if he goes, let's say he goes to heaven and then he's told that there's a version of him that he could have been, but he didn't do that because of every time you make an excuse, every time that you don't give your full percent, your all, like when you give up. It's like Tom Platz, I was watching this videos. Tom Platz is a quad guy from bodybuilding, like the best legs, and he would destroy himself in the squatting rack, and his philosophy was like, he doesn't want to be a failure, and you've always got 5 more. And it's just that thing, where I'm just like, I don't want to fail. Well, I want to fail as much as I can and learn. I don't mind failing, but I don't want to be a failure, if it makes sense. And yeah, I think so far I'm doing the right steps. Now I'm in my final year of university, trying to finish the degree on a high. Also planning for the future, like what am I going to do after this? Am I going to go work? Am I going to go somewhere else? I don't know. And yeah, but yeah, so I've tried to start like a photography little business, little page. It's going horrible, no customers, but I guess I'm also like, to blame. I tried to create a team, but like, I guess everyone is also busy with their schoolwork, and hey, if I'm not paying them, why should they, put effort in something they're not being paid for? So yeah, it's kind of like balancing that. Like I'm trying to do something productive, this year, balancing out final year, where I'm trying to make as many memories as I can, and just enjoy my final year in school, and yeah, in South Africa. But then on the other hand, also like planning for the future, like the next step after this. So I'm just hoping that, I don't know, maybe this little podcast, talking to other people, trying to listen more, trying to be more attentive, I hope that it will, kind of help, and I'll be looking at my progress, and I don't know, just be more empathetic, listening more, because I struggle with listening, because I'm a talker. I talk a lot, and this year I'm trying to be more silent and more, I don't know the word for it, but I guess trying to be a bit better, trying to improve. But yeah, I have noticed that this year I've lost a lot of people that I thought were friends, because I've just basically been doing that thing of saying like, I text a lot of people. I'm the guy who always goes and looks out for other people, just checks up on other people. Are you okay? Are you fine? And I got to a point now where I was just like, do they ever check back on me? Do they ever text me? Do they ever, do they ask if I'm okay? And I was quite shocked that when I stopped doing that, some people who I thought were my friends, that it just ended like that. And I was like, this year, it's my final year. I'm turning 25, okay? It's my final year in school. I want relationships that will go deep, not wide. So I'd rather have a few friends, a few people in my life, but that I have a deep connection to, than having a wide base of people where it's shallow. And yeah, that's been an awakener, just yeah. But yeah, that's it for now. I hope more will come. Thank you, and please enjoy the Darrydocs podcast. Oh fuck, shit.